What's up everyone, my name is Astronaut Kitty. Today I'm going to be going over the best farming method in Destiny in my opinion for Engrams, and before you guys click off this video because you think you've already seen this method before, this is going to go into a lot more depth about how to do this method, so I can promise you'll learn something new. If you haven't seen this method before, then sit back and relax and enjoy because it's pretty decent. What you're going to do is going to go into patrol mode on Old Russia and just follow this route that I'm taking now and you should be sweet. There's a few things I want to say first up while we're heading over there. Firstly, I do not claim to be the founder of this method. I saw two people doing this while I was farming for spin metal the other day, so that's how I found out about it. Next up, there's two more popular farming methods that I know. Firstly, the Nexus Strike on Venus and also the Temple of Crota on the Moon, but I've just found this to be the most efficient because you don't have to kill yourself over and over again. And then lastly, this is not only a Engram farmer, you can also use it to farm Glimmer pretty fast, I might say. And also, it's really good at leveling up your weapons. Probably the fastest way of leveling up weapons that I've seen. So this is the spot that we're going to be heading over to, just this cave here. There's already one dude trying to farm here, but he's doing it wrong, which I'll explain a bit later. But this is the tunnel that you guys are going to be using. So with this method you can use any weapons that you want. As I said, it's really good to level up your weapons, but the ones that I suggest for most optimal use are the scout rifle in your primary, a sniper as your special, and lastly a rocket launcher as your heavy weapon. And what you're going to be doing is standing back here on this mound and just unloading into the tunnel. The spawn rate that happens is there's going to be 3 acolytes that spawn on the right, and then about 2 or 3 seconds later, which gives you just enough time to reload your rifle, there'll be about 4 to 5 acolytes and 2 to 3 Thrail that spawn straight after that, and those two just alternate. But it's also important to note that when you first get here, there's going to be a few hive that are just on the top right of where I'm looking now on that hill, and you're going to have to kill those before these enemies in this cave spawn. So make sure you do that. What I'm doing here is I'm standing way too close. As I said before, that dude was doing the farming method wrong. And what happens when you stand too close is that the changeover between the two spawns is about 5 seconds more than it is when you're standing further away. So when you're standing back there, you get into like a good rhythm. It gives you just enough time to reload your weapon, and also they don't, it's not a short enough time where they can escape the cave. When you're standing here, as you can see, is not very optimal. There's a lot longer time before they actually do end up spawning. So when you're back here doing the method properly, I'll go over why I use the weapons that I do. So as I said before, the first 3 acolytes spawn, and then straight after that there's the larger group of enemies that spawn. For the 3 acolytes, I use either the scout rifle or the sniper rifle, as you see here, and then immediately after I finish reloading, I switch over to my launcher and just destroy the larger group of enemies. I find this to be the most beneficial and optimal way of doing this because you use all of your ammo. You have to go in and get ammo less than you usually would, so it's really good for that. But as well as using a launcher, you can also use a special ability or supercharge ability. The only supercharge abilities that really work are the golden gun for the hunter, and if you're using a warlock and have the final Nova Bomb unlocked, then you can use that one as well because it goes straight and fast and actually goes into the tunnel. But if you don't have that final Nova Bomb unlocked, then you probably won't be able to get it to reach all the way to the cave. But that's about it. When you actually finish using all of the ammo, what you're going to do is just run straight back into the cave and pick up all of the ammo that the enemies have dropped, which is a lot when you actually go in there and look at all of it. But once you get that down pat, it's basically just rinse and repeat. So not only does this method bode well for both farming engrams and also leveling up your weapons, you can also use it to get some pretty decent glimmer. As you can see there, I just used a black wax idol and have about 1100, 1200 glimmer. And what the black wax idol does is it allows you to get more glimmer from hive enemies that you kill. And all of these enemies here are hive, so very good to do that. But as you can see here, when I went back into the cave, this is about 5 minutes later. It takes me about 5 minutes to run out of ammo when I'm doing this by myself, so I just went back into the cave. And as you can see here, when I finished dismantling objects, there we go. I got about 500 to 600 glimmer in 5 minutes, so it's a very beneficial method to get some glimmer. But as I found out, your glimmer is capped at 25,000, so make sure that you don't go over that. Go to the tower and just waste it on Engrams or something, get some more weapon parts or stuff that you get when you dismantle armor, So you guys are probably wondering, probably the most important thing about the whole farming process, how many Engrams can you get? So as you can see here, I've just chucked a few clips together, remembering that this is about once every 5 minutes when I just go in to replenish my ammo. And on average, I probably get around 4 to 6 Engrams every 5 minutes, that is. That one was crazy, I got like 8 or 9. but I get about 4 uncommons and then maybe 1 to 2 rares every time that I go in, and it's pretty beneficial. As I said, only 5 minutes of work to get all that. And you guys are wondering, can you get legendaries? Yes you can. As you see here, got that legendary Engram. I've only got 2 from this spot in total, but I haven't really been working it for as long as I have other spots. But definitely if you put time into it, you will more than likely get some legendary Engrams from this spot. So the last important thing that you guys need to know about this spot are the interruptions that occur. As you see here, there's a little war breaking out between the Hive and the Fallen, and what will happen is on the bottom left of your screen, it'll say that the enemies are converging on each other, and a little war will break out between these two. And basically if you're at the end of your farming stage, I suggest that you just go back to the tower and just come back later. Dismantle and decrypt all the stuff that you've got from it, because it's very annoying to deal with. It takes like 10 minutes to clear out all the enemies. But then also there's the public event that can occur here, and I suggest that you do the public event. You have the option not to if you don't want to, but you have the possibility of getting ascendant energies from completing this public event, which can later be used to level up your armor. So I suggest you do the public event. Only takes like 5 or 10 minutes to complete, so it's not really that big of a deal. And then straight after, when you finish, you can just go straight back to farming the spot again once you kill all the enemies. But anyway guys, that's about going to do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed and learnt something new about this farming video. Let me know in the comment section if this helped you out. But anyway guys, this has been Astronaut Kitty, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!